Kenny Green, raw perspective, concrete steel, keeping it good and raw. Unity for the community always. I was just checking out the so-called apology that Stephen A. Smith mentioned about Jasmine Crockett, because he didn't really truly give an apology, right? And this is why I say that, right? He put her reputation next to Kamala Harris, Michelle Obama, and he gave Michelle Obama super duper praise. And when you bring other people into the equation of an apology and you still talking about it's my show, and if you don't like it, has to deal with it, this is not true apology. You're still trying to play both sides. But this is what I want you guys to understand about Stephen A. Smith. He's a brown noser. He's a brown noser. And he probably grew up like that. So he may think he's doing something special with this apology. Just know him for who he is. He is a brown noser.
But what we're going to do on this show is understand who the hell I am and how it's going to be as long as I'm doing this show. I have no problem apologizing if I'm wrong. I have no problem apologizing if I've made somebody feel a certain kind of way. But I'm going to challenge the legitimacy of what people come at me with when I think that challenge is warranted and deserved. If you came to me and you said to me that it came across as a bit dismissive, Stephen, you should have been more protective of her than that, because look at how he speaks. Look at how they act on Capitol Hill towards her. I understand that. But when somebody tries to take that to accuse me of being disrespectful or in any way misogynistic, I'm going to push back on that, because that's emphatically false. There's no truth to that whatsoever, and I'm not accepting that, and I'm not owning that. I can sit up there and I can look at Representative Jasmine Crockett. Do you know what I think she should be doing? I think she should be competing for the Senate seat in Texas or for the Attorney General spot, because she's qualified. I personally think Kamala Harris should have ran for governor of California. I've said it for the record that if Michelle Obama was running for president, she would have beat Trump, in my opinion. I think she'd have done it. That's how I feel. But somehow, some way, it's never enough for some people out there. I understand. I would advise you to get over it or buckle up, because I'm not going away. This is my show.
Stephen A. Smith, you got the nerve to say that Trump is the president because he was the closest thing to normal. And that's why everybody voted for him. Come on, man. We know the truth is out. Stop acting like a fool, man. Because this is what I'm saying. You're always trying to, deflect and do some other stuff. I want to just add this about Jasmine Crockett, right? She's exceptional. She got heart. And the truth is, she's one of the only ones fighting back up against the wall. She doing what she doing. So whenever you see someone fighting against all the odds, don't try to hurt them. Don't try to say things. If you're not going to get behind them and you can get in a quiet moment, you ask them what their strategy is, what they trying to do. How could you help? You don't publicly try to blast her, because that's all you did, man. And this is why people coming up. But I know you can't help yourself, because it's true now. You are a brown noser. It's always going to be like that. I think the people watching this don't ever expect nothing different from Stephen A. Smith. It is what it is. He's never going to stand on the side. And then he's talking about it's okay to question Jasmine Crockett's strategy. But listen, bro, you could have did that not so publicly. Because sometimes when you do that, you know what you're doing. You're trying to tear down the fire, but you're trying to challenge her so she can say things that maybe the other people can use against her. And you always want to show that you'll stand up for that other side and make it look like you're standing with us. But we already know you're not standing with us. And I think that's the thing that insults us the most. You keep acting like you are with a certain representation of people, and you're not. You don't represent us. Because now you're talking about, oh, after I heard what Trump said, and I can see why she doing it like she doing it. But Trump's verbiage is not new. So what are you talking about? Like you just coming across this. This is not new. But you watched and you listened to all the responses dragging you. And you watched that video and you looked at other things and you do what you did. You found a way to apologize, and your apologize was strenuous. This is why you couldn't just keep it directly to Jasmine Crockett. Sorry, I shouldn't have handled it like that. Boom, boom, boom. You bringing Kamala Harris in it. You bringing Michelle Obama in it. You bringing Trump in it. You bring that. Isolate your apology to and for her. All the other stuff wasn't necessary. But that's Stephen A. Smith. Then you want to say, it's my show and I'm not going away. Well, guess what? You're going away if the people decide they don't want you no more. Because truly, it's not your show. It's the sponsors, the people paying for you to be there. And we know at this stage in life, you got to keep it a certain way so you can keep your oxygen of so-called what you do. Man, I know, look, keep it to sports. You might be good at that. The other stuff, because all of this, you're doing too much. And really, you're starting to get in the way because nobody never sees you openly, outwardly criticize anyone that doesn't look like you. When do you do it? And it's a lot to be critical about, but you don't speak up. And I said at the end of my other video, I said, I bet you he's going to probably apologize. But I think we got to stop being so easily accepting of these apologies with nothing else with it. And I'm not into knocking nobody, right? But understand this. He's talking about we should be able to ask her a question. When people are fighting and people got a bunch of stuff on their back and they trying to do this and then, be careful what you ask them. Because I think strategically, you ask a question to try to expose something, to try to align yourself with someone else. That's what I see, coward, concrete and steel.